Buenos días, bienvenido a Catholic Theological Union. Soy Carmen Nanko-Fernández, a professor of Hispanic theology and ministry here at CTU. And during this time of year, typically at CTU, we put up nuestra ofrenda, in other words, our altar for the dead in conjunction with the season of the Days of the Dead. And the Days of the Dead come from a tradition in parts of Mexico and other parts of Latin America that combine indigenous and Iberian and Christian and indigenous religious symbolism to remember and to honor and to celebrate and commemorate those who have passed. So you'll see sometimes in towns and in places and in homes what are called the ofrendas or the altars. And typically there are certain elements that appear on each ofrenda. So for example, an ofrenda will have photographs of those loved ones who have passed in a given year, or even of one's ancestors who have passed in earlier times in a family's history. Ofrendas will have incense, or copal, which is sort of a purifying to purify the passage. They have the food and the drinks that would have been favorites of the people who lived in the community or who lived in the family, those who are being commemorated on the ofrenda. And also because this is a time of fluidity where it's believed that the dead return. And the line between the living and the dead is fluid. And so it's a commemoration, it's an opportunity for families and communities to remember and to honor, and also to fiesta, because it's also a time of hope. So it's not a time of oppressive sadness, but it's a time of memory and of hope. And you see symbols of hope too throughout the ofrendas. At CTU, we typically put up an ofrenda for the CTU community, and this year, one of our students, Bernardo, put together this ofrenda, and if you notice, there'll be different pictures of those of our loved ones who've died. Kathy Ryan and Pat Jackson and Zach Hayes, who was a professor here for a really long time, part of the founding professors of this institution. Barbara Bowe from Biblical Studies. Cardinal Bernardin, for whom one of our programs is named for. So it's Jeff Groh, who accompanied us and taught here for a number of years as well. And during these days, our students and faculty and those who are part of the larger CTU community come and they add pictures in the ofrenda grows as we remember our dead and inscribe their names in this book, which then goes to the chapel for the Mass of All Saints and All Souls.